If you've flown through Copenhagen Airport lately, you'll have noticed it's hard to miss those familiar green, orange and red stripes. That's because Copenhagen now has more 7-Eleven locations than any other airport worldwide.
Copenhagen Airport on a busy day have around 100,000 passengers, and 25% of these, i.e. 25,000 customers, shops in our stores. So we think that is pretty amazing.
Things that I love with 7-Eleven and the right-hand concept of franchising is the opportunity to be out in the shops together with my team, managing the shops and be there for the customers, listen to the customers, always moving forwards with items and being innovative. So I like the style of the franchise contract.
There are now 11 7-Eleven stores and a staggering 89 vending machines across the terminals, part of a bold push by licensee Right and Convenience to make 7-Eleven the go-to spot for fresh food, drinks and even books while travelling.
This is the biggest 7-Eleven airport in the world in terms of number of stores. There are no other airports anywhere in the world with that many 7-Eleven stores. And if you include our vending machines, you cannot be anywhere in this airport without seeing our brand. So this is quite unique. Having said that, it is not simple to operate in an airport because there's a lot of restrictions, a lot of rules we have to follow, and it's difficult to get products in and out. But it is a fantastic environment to operate in. Copenhagen Airport is the biggest airport in Scandinavia and it's growing quite well. So in terms of our growth, we follow the passenger growth in the airport.
Right-hand's strategy has shifted over the years, from late-night snacks to a full-blown food service destination, all while adapting to tighter airport logistics and a growing low-cost airline market.
We are always, every month and every year, we're looking about new products, especially on the food, fresh food area, to have local produced food in the shops. A big dream for me, I hope we will achieve that in 2027, is to have a big kitchen inside the airport. The airport is being rebuilt now. We're going to have probably space for that and make our own food production here in the airport.
When we won the tender for many more sites in the airport, part of that tender was vending. So we had to develop a concept for vending. And looking back from when we established the vending machines to today, we have had around 800,000 transactions just in the vending machines yet to date. I think we have realized that vending is definitely not dead. And if you want to drive a good business out of vending, two things are important. It has to be easy for the consumer to use it, and the product range has to be more exciting than just a chocolate bar and a water. So we have worked a lot with the product range, and we changed it all the time, every week more or less. And depending on where the departures are going to in the world, the product range in our vending machines actually change. So we are really trying to look at the actual customer need in that area of the airport. If we look back from when we started till today, the vending business is doing much better than we anticipated. So we are selling much more food, much more bakery than we actually thought we would. It is a different business, but we see as well, if you look at the top 10 best-selling products in the vending machines, it's not that far from the physical stores actually.
From a well-managed provision of vending machines to 2 large 7-Eleven read and fly bookstores, this is an exciting business, transforming how convenience retail is enjoyed at the airport.
We opened Airside, our biggest shop, our main shop, biggest in space, biggest in sales, and actually also the biggest bookshop in Denmark. For 15 years I've seen, of course, the W. Smith shops, how they are being operated, how they are being handled. In my heart and stomach, I always have this feeling about if one day we can get those shops, we will show the airport management sales team what 7-Eleven brand can do in the airport, in the same locations, with the same customers, and for sure we have done that in the sales.
In Terminal 3's arrivals hall, travellers can grab a high-quality coffee and fresh bites at Caffeine, which is Right-hand's speciality coffee chain. With everything from pastries and juices to pizza and sandwiches, it's the perfect stop before departure or after you land.
It is very successful in the Baltics, and we did consider to establish a new kind of business around cafes. So we are very happy with the results so far. Today 7-Eleven is the biggest convenience chain in the world. It's probably the biggest retail chain in the world with more than 85,000 stores globally. And I think part of the reason that that is possible is that it is allowed, so to say, to adjust the brand and the concept to the market you operate in. And I think that's the main reason for we have become so big. So the 7-Eleven concept in Denmark has moved much more towards food and beverages.
With Copenhagen Airport continuing to grow, Ryton says there's more innovation to come, including expanding its vending machine concept and bringing more food-focused experiences to travellers.
I think we are in a very good position in terms of meeting the future needs from the consumers. Copenhagen Airport is rebuilding the entire airport, and it will be opened in 2027. From that time it will be even bigger. So a lot of routes from Stockholm and Oslo are moved to Copenhagen, being a bigger hub for Europe and international routes. So when they grow the number of passengers, we will be growing as well.
For 7-Eleven at Copenhagen Airport, the future is promising, and for millions of tomorrow's travellers, it's a brand they can rely on and a brand they can trust.